All right, what is up, y'all? So yesterday was a great day. If you don't follow me on TikTok, we went TikTok live and we got some great news here. So I'm actually going to throw you up on the tripod here real quick, and before it gets dark and people start going to bed, we are going to let's see if this thing will sound off. All right, let's see what we got here. May take a minute. We got to build some fuel pressure. Yesterday, once it built fuel pressure, we were good to go. So. All right, give it a second. I gotta stand out here. She's a little spicy meatball, but as you can tell, super responsive. I'm pretty excited about that. The seems like the throttle response is really good. I'm just wondering just how much those manifolds were restricting everything and holding me back, because I will tell you, it is a night and day difference. So I'll take you back around to the front here and show you. All right, so what do we got? What's going on here? We got twin forced inductions, 83 turbos. As you can see, we had to redo the hot side and the cold side. Our VS Racing 50 millimeter wastegates on both sides. And this thing, I got to put a adapter right here to run wastegate down to this turbo. We are not even on our downpipes. I really like this one with my little kicker. I may turn it up a little bit. The front end moves a whole lot, so we're gonna have to tighten it down. I'm gonna have to fix this bracket here and this bracket here, do something with these so that we can have this thing be a little bit more stable. It's shaking all the things, so we're going to do that. Let's see, did we change? Really didn't change anything. Obviously now we have the Brodix Headhunter heads done by Kuntz, and we did Stainless Works headers. Those are awesome. Everything worked really well. Amazon valve covers that we had to grind to pieces. So everything else is pretty much the same. The great thing is currently, and we were making 54 pounds of oil pressure. But as I was saying, this one here is like this. I may be able to cut the other one and make it a little bit more, but I just sort of I like both of them. I don't know. I don't see any leaks. So that's the awesome part. Got to get more. Those are on the way. More valve cover stuff. So we did the Turbo Smart fuel or oil pressure regulators recommended by Jose. And yeah, these are the GTR ball bearing turbos. So they spin for days. They're pretty awesome. So pretty pumped about that. So there it is. As you can see, we're done. I did the black. It sort of makes up for lack of prettiness on welds and symmetry. But I don't know what y'all think, but I think the turbos look way more symmetrical than before. Obviously, this is kicked over a little. Did everything symmetrical with the frame rails. And so we are symmetrical to the frame rails, not really the motor per se. So, but it still looks all right. Where like this turbo sits a little bit farther off of the head than this one does, but I think it looks pretty good. So I'm pumped about it. So now our next problem to tackle, and that's coming up, is this back here. I'm going to try to pretty all of this back up. So y'all ride with me and we'll see what I can do, and probably show you guys the finished product whenever it happens. All right, so just unloading Whitey. Hopefully you can hear me. Just got off work. We did a little bit of stuff to the Zephyr past couple days, but didn't want to bore you guys with that. I'm trying to finish this video up, give you guys some half decent content, but we're just gonna take a trip around the block here. Like we're not going up and down the road. So that's why both of them are in the front seat. So just so everybody knows. Adeline. Adeline loves Whitey, don't you? So let's do it. Quit. Let's do a 75-point turn here. Somebody's coming up the road. We're gonna do a 75-point turn here, and then what are you? I think we'll just hold it.
So I could be in it. What is this feeling? Because they are drain sweat.
How am I ever supposed to get rid of this car if I wanted to? Can't do it.
Just slam it. Do not. I will go flying into the air.
I'm not even going anywhere. The converter's not letting it go. No, I'm not going fast. All right, I'll show you guys what we've gotten done on the back of the car. All right, so do you like our abstract art that Caston did? I could see this being in New York somewhere. There we go. We got Whitey unloaded. There she be. Look how pretty she is with the semi-sunset going on back there. Sheesh. Oh, we got to fix that front bumper and put the side skirts back on her. So here we are. Don't judge me. We'll start that out. It's bad when you have to start something out with "don't judge me." So this is what we're doing. This seems to be a better deal for me. Ignore the welds. They're terrible. I'm not good at bending and getting in there. But we are tied into the strut shock thing. Shock bar. Shock. Yeah. So we are attached to that, and it is sturdy. So it is actually sort of making everything structurally, because this ties in back here. I do have some tin soldier scallop mounts that I'm going to attempt. I've got to get some sheet metal. Then we're going to sheet metal this deal up. I'll probably make panels so that, and then I'm eventually going to make something here, or maybe go ahead and do 1 inch before I do the scallops, or I don't know when. I don't know. And make, I'm going to make plate situations here so that we can place weight. Sort of what I did here, but I'm going to do these so that the bar is just up. We can drill through the top and put a bolt and a nut so that the weight can't come up if there were ever any incident. And then what I could do is drill holes and do like sort of like a slot, like adjustable. Oh yeah, I need to quit doing that. Anyways, we are close. Obviously this thing is running. I have a dyno date set up with TKM. This doesn't have to be done before that. Not a bit. Well, actually, I have to get this up. Actually, I'm actually doing away with this, because if we're pushing the car, that doesn't help us unless you're driving. That is not a good transcooler. We need to build a transcooler or do a transcooler and do the quick disconnects and run it out the side, and do something that is like during the pits, where this is more full race car. This has always been full race car. I built it sort of street car-ish, but it was never a full street car. You know how the deal goes. So I'm just going to end up looping those around and zip tying those up out of the way and getting those. So that's something else that the wiring can be gone. Because one day this thing will get rewired and we'll only pretty much have like starter, ignition. That's about it. That's all I can think. Maybe a light or two, maybe turn on lights. But that's like pretty much it, because everything's else is going to be ran off the Holly, and we're not going to run unless I can set it up to where, I'll probably do water pump and stuff for if it ever goes back into street car-ish trim. So that's the plan. Anyways, where I like that 1 inch chromoly. It should be lighter than the junk we had in here before. It should be a lot prettier is the plan. I did get an Eastwood bead roller, and so I'd like to bead roll some of this stuff back here. Thought about doing it in one big piece, but getting it in here is, now that we got these bars up here and stuff, will be a little bit of an ordeal. So think we'll just do like panel, or something like that. The problem is that these back panels need to come all the way back here. So I don't know. We may do it in 2 panels. If anybody has ever done like the back of a Fox body, I'd like to see how you did this. If you have any step-by-step photos, I've looked everywhere. I've looked on Yellow Bullet. I've looked on Turbo Bullet. I've looked on, Google, YouTube. Nobody has got a good guide to doing the sheet metal in the back of a race car. Everybody's got like these. I haven't found any. If you've seen any that are more step-by-step, I'd love to, because, I'm learning by screwing up, and I'd really like to not screw up, That's what I'm saying. Shout out Rock Solid. If you want a good puke tank, Rock Solid makes some awesome units. This one is like their rectangular deal. They have one that's like this big, and it's even obviously bigger than this. And but this one, it works perfect for to sit on this back frame rail area, and those are nice. That's who I got my fuel tank from, and the tube front on this car actually. So rocksolidmotorsports.com. We did get the Tin Soldier Race Cars battery mount in here. Is holding down our excess power D1600 AGM battery. And yeah, so we're pretty much, we're in here, we're working. We got that low dollar shock sensor back here. Works pretty good. And I've got some other stuff to put back in here, some lights and things that I had to take out whenever we redid this. I was just really not happy. We had the water and fuel tank back here from when it was on E85. And so I got that out of there. I'm still going to keep that just in case we ever decide to go back to that limited 235 stuff. Like, I'd have to redo a whole different motor, but it is what it is. No big deal. So, all right, that's pretty much enough. Look at this $100 pile of rubber. Yeah, that's fun. So, yeah, I love my unicorn for my Tukis. So let's talk about this thing. We got back running, and like, what are we using? What are we doing? Still VS Racing gates. I've got one fitting to put up under here. Will be good. This does interfere a little bit with this, but I am able to get that on and off and fill, no problem. We had to extend this line due to this being so much higher. System 1 fuel filter still working. These are those Turbo Smarts oil pressure regulators to run the 45 pounds of oil pressure. These are not BS. These are forced inductions. GTR S480-83s is what we went with. We went with some of the Jungle website, as Vice Grip Garage calls it, valve covers, welded on some Jungle website bungs, some Jungle website hardware, and the Trick Flow, Stainless Works manifolds, custom built hot side by me with those VS Racing gates, and Race Part Solutions on this is really cool. I like my black V-band. It's pretty freaking sweet. And yes, and on our T4 flanges, those are Parker Speed T4 flanges, and those are Parker Speed. Do not look at my weld. I'm going to show you this, but I'm going to do like this right here so you can't see it. Ready? Don't look at my weld. That thing, don't look at the weld on the bottom either. Stop. So that is the mounts for the flanges that sort of locating. And then so I ran this 1-inch chromoly down, burnt those in. And yeah, so there's all kinds of stuff going on here. We are back running, thankfully. Fired right back up. It sounds really, really healthy. Don't know exactly what's the deal with that, other than big old 1 7/8, and we ran. It's a lot more. There's more flow. There's more meat, So I don't know. I like it. It's I'm excited for it. We got to finish that up back there, but we're pretty much ready to go to the dyno, and then we're gonna get to testing. Next Thursday is the plan. So, heck yeah. Today's been a long one, guys. I started work at 6 a.m. It's like 7:30. And so I've been extremely tired right now. But I really appreciate you guys watching the YouTube channel here, subscribing. If you want some 9.5 deck, it's not this one. This is an old one. 9.5 deck merchandise. Go to the website, KOTVmotorsports.com. We have some 9.5 deck on a pre-order. I'm the admin there, and I posted the thing up. I've gotten 2 orders, so if we're only gonna, if I'm not gonna have but a handful, I've paid for the artwork, but it is what it is. I can chalk it up as a loss, and I'm not gonna do a pre-order of 2. Like, it's just not gonna work. No big deal. Whatever. I'm gonna talk with the group about that and see. But tell me what you think. We are back going. I'm pretty excited. This thing, I mean, look at that. That's pretty sweet. I'm sort of glad that I did the black on those charge pipes, which I know will get scratched up and will look terrible very soon. But the good thing is, we can fix that, rebuild it. You know what I'm saying? So the Zephyr is back looking good. We are going to do something to secure this front grille a little bit more. And I would like to put the dash back in this, as weird as that is, because it's not going to fit. Where's it at? Right there. That dash in there. And I want to get the hood fit. So there's a couple little things that I'm going to do. We are going to be doing a lot of baseball with this guy this year. So Saturdays are going to be me. We're going to try our best to get some testing and things. You can't skip games. But we are going to be really pushing it tight for us to run the Little Gangsters at King of the South at Shadyside. But then the next week, probably one of the big races that I'm going to be hopefully tested and ready for is War in the Woods. That's the plan. Oh, I forgot. Yes. Yeah. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Really appreciate everybody. And I don't know. Do you have any? What's a good verse of the Bible that you like? Put you on the spot here. What's your favorite verse, or what is a verse? What's a verse you've been learning here recently?
Come ye children, hearken unto me, and I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Psalms 34 something. I forgot.
Sorry, Psalms 34 something. Hearken unto me.
Come ye children, hearken unto me, and I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Any children watching out there, just go read that and think on that.
Yeah, kids, go think on that. So, all right, guys, do appreciate it. I keep saying we appreciate it. I appreciate you. All right. You're appreciated. If you're not by anybody else, by me. All right? So, all right. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, yeah. For the